Hey everyone, how's it going? So this is going to be my last video before the new Diablo 4 season comes out in a couple of hours. As I'm recording this, it's currently 1:05 in the afternoon for me, local time. The season starts around 6 p.m. for me in UK time, but wherever it is for you guys, I hope when you get the time, you're going to be blasting the season like I am. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that apply for any season, just to give you a head start on what you should be doing before the season starts, so then you can obviously go forward and blast through the season as quickly as possible. So these should have been done anyway, but if you haven't, next season prioritize unlocking all your renown and exploring 99% of the map for when the new season starts, so you don't have to deal with unlocking waypoints all the time. You'll have them etched out. You still have to activate them, like click on them, but it's only one button press. Which in a Diablo game where you click and point all the time, it's nothing. But make sure you unlock your renown. You can do this by doing the side dungeons. The altars of Lilith are a really good one as well, as you can see on them before. Unlocking Lilith altars would be good. You might have to do a few side quests here and there, but make sure in each region you get the maximum level of renown. So you get the Paragon points, the extra Obol capacity, you get the extra potion capacities, you get all that good stuff for every seasonal character. I did it last season with my sorceress. I just blasted through it, did World Tier 4 level dungeons, and just kept rinsing and repeating the different zones to make sure I got my renown all set and ready. Because when you get to level 50, it's so much easier when you start off with Paragon points, so you can get to the better glyphs and the better legendary nodes on the Paragon board. So it would really help if you did that from the start. Another thing you should do as well is, assuming you've unlocked it, you should equip a pet immediately from the wardrobe, so it helps with collecting gold early on, it helps with collecting crafting materials, because obviously pets in Diablo do all that for you. All you got to worry about is surviving and killing the enemies in front of you, so that the pet can pick up the gold and the crafting materials. Best one personally is the snow leopard from pre-ordering the expansion, but there is a free unlock dog. I forget where it is on the map, but if you look it up, it'll be there. Unlock it if you haven't already, then equip it on every character. Whether you start off as a druid, equip it. Then if you move on to a barbarian, equip it, because it's per character, not just per realm. So make sure you equip it all the time. Same with your mounts. You know, make sure you have a good mount of fast. Well, I think all mounts are the same, but the Jaguar mount is really good, so use that if you need to. Another one, like I said, unlock waypoints. So they'll be hollowed out when you start the seasonal realm. All the main town ones will be blue, so you can teleport to them, but all like the in-between ones and the strongholds might not be unlocked yet. That's just for seasonal realms, but you do get the renown for unlocking them, so it would help if you did that as well. And when you go back to those spots, all you gotta do is press a button. Like, you ain't gotta go throughout the whole riffraff of like discovering that part of the map. You've already done it, and chances are you're not probably gonna go to the spots anyway. The only waypoints you really need are all the major city ones, and the ones that are the boss dungeons, so like Andariel, Lord Zir, the Beast in Ice, like those kind of things. So just get them done. It'll be easier if you do them on day one, so you don't have to do it at all for the rest of the season, because I believe that does carry over, but is what it is. Altars, as I've mentioned, very easy. It took me a couple of hours just to get them. There's photo guides, there's video guides all over YouTube for each region. Chances are you found most of them already from playing the campaign, but make sure you unlock them all, because you get bonus stats for your characters. You obviously get the renown points for it, and it's just something to do. At the end of the day, it's something for you to do, something for you to unlock, and once you do it once, you never have to do it again. So there's that. And another one that I found really helpful is, last season I was revising some build guides that I used, specifically running dungeons to get legendary aspects to run nightmare dungeons. So for me, I was playing a Dust Devil Barbarian, and I couldn't find the Dust Devil's aspect anywhere on any item. So I was looking at what dungeons to run. Maybe there's something there for it, but that one was more of a situational aspect. You just find it, but there are set ones for set dungeons. So have a look online, have a look at the game. It will tell you what dungeon unlocks what in terms of legendary aspects. Make sure you do that immediately for whatever build you're using, even if it's for leveling. Do it as quickly as possible so you can get a legendary item, equip that aspect to it, and then rinse through the whole game. Same thing with leveling guides and build guides in general. Look at what class you're going to play and look at what the leveling guides are, what the S tier level 50 to 100 build is. Look at the S tier items, look at how they use the most effective ways of leveling in this game to absolutely boost it. Like for me, I had the Minion Necromancer last season. I was looking at the leveling guide for that with Sever. It was crazy shit. So make sure you do that. And then the last thing I want to point out is I'm just excited for this season because they've updated all the unique items. So I'm not going to go through all of these in this video, but the ones I'm looking at are for the Rogue, because I haven't played Rogue too much in this game. I've played one season of Rogue in season 1 and I never went back to it. So I want to go back to it, but I'm trying to find where the items are because they've reworked all the unique items, as you can see on the screen. That's the Necromancer. I think it's in alphabetical order. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, here we are. So these are the unique rogue items. So I wanted to look at Condemnation because I used this on Twisting Blades and it was crazy in season 1 when Twisting Blades Rogue was like the S tier of all S tiers. That was when it was busted. But they're doing this with all the unique items. They're changing some of the affixes on them and they are buffing the actual aspects of the unique items. So for this, for example, on the previous version, core skills deal 20 to 40% increased damage when spending 3 combo points. This one, the new one, they've upped it they've upped the basic skill generation chance from 30 to 50. So for every 2 attacks, the 2 basic attacks you do, you can generate 3 combo points, and then 3 combo points ups your core skills, and it just rinses and repeats. So it's a really good change. I feel like with Rogue, I haven't really given it much of a shot since season 1, mainly because I think at the time when I played Rogue, it was really hard to level, because if you were there for season 1 leveling, it took years. This was when like Helltide wasn't really the best to level. It was just, you just had to do nightmare dungeons non-stop. Blizzard realized that the leveling was so bad that in season 2 they made it worse for a little bit, and then they made it better. But the point still stands. Like season 1 was awful, but I might hop back into the Rogue and try like a ranged build. Apparently they're quite good, and some of these uniques I've never actually farmed, so I don't know what they're good for. But I don't know. Those were just some things I think you should do before the new season starts. Let me know if you're going to do anything differently in this video in terms of getting ready for the new season. Let me know who you're going to play this season. I'm probably going to start off with a Rogue. I do have a spin wheel normally to decide what class I'm going to play. So let's just see how it turns out. But sorry, my nose keeps like puffing up, so I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you for watching. If you do right here, subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and I will see you later. Take care.